Hello, and thank you for stopping by my channel today. My name is Ladia with Mimi Made It by Ladia. Well, wedding season is upon us, and now it is time for the bride, after her months and months of preparation, to shine for her special day. And I say rightfully so to that. But what I want to do today is show you a video on a tablescape that I created for the groom and his groomsmen. Thought I'd shine some light on them as well as they get ready for the groom's special day too. And my inspiration for this is this gorgeous paisley black and blue bow tie that happens to belong to my husband. So I am using the black and blue, along with hints of silver and some white to create the Groomsmen Tablescape. And as you notice, I am also dressed for the occasion. So I also want to share with you a tip on what you can do to help make this a special evening for the groom and his groomsmen as well. So I want to start out with the full view of the table, and then I want to bring you in and show you how I put each place setting together, starting with this gorgeous napkin. I love the material in it. It's a deep blue, but I think it does have some black threads going through it. I have that with my nickel napkin ring. I've had this for a while and I've used it before, and you'll probably see it again. Now, I thought that it would be very challenging to try to find a navy blue napkin like I wanted by thrifting, and even didn't want to spend a lot of money and try to buy it offline. So what I did was I pulled out my sewing machine. I went to the fabric store, found some fabric that I thought would really work for this, and I made my own napkins. One side of it is a nice matte blue color, and then the other side, like I said, is a nice shiny navy blue with black threads going to it. And I just thought that that would work very nicely for what I was doing with this tablescape. The next thing that I added, and this is from my china, is a soup or salad plate in this case maybe. But anyway, I like it. I like the designs on it. I like the silver around the rims. I like that will tie in very nicely with the rest of the tablescape. This is from my china. I use this in my tea for two, and I hope you have a chance to see that as well. And now I added just a plain white plate for serving dinner. But what I really wanted you to see is this charger. I just absolutely love it. I've had it for a very long time. I love the way the embossment in it, the design. I just think that is gorgeous. I think it works very well for this tablescape and what I'm trying to put together. I think I got it from Home Goods, but it's been such a long time. I'm not quite sure. But again, I like using what I have, and so pulling all this together from the things that I already own just makes me feel so much better that I'm saving money. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together. And my napkin. And I have the rest of my silverware alongside. Another thing that I like to do to help my guests feel very special is I like for them to have their own personal salt and pepper shaker. I got those from Amazon. I think they're just absolutely great. I have my water glass, and then I have my wine glass there. And then coming around, this time I used navy blue tapers. Didn't want to have a whole lot of candles on the table, so I went with tapers for the height. Now, the groom was not really all that keen on having a lot of flowers, and that makes sense to me. There'll be plenty of flowers on the wedding day, but I did want to still make a very small centerpiece. And so these are faux flowers. I started off with this beautiful cabbage rose right here, added some blue flowers along with some blueberries. And then just to give it a little definition with the greenery that's in there, I also use some white pieces of hydrangea. Now, what I did for the base is a little quick DIY. Is just I bought a clear glass and I painted it black. And then I added some greenery around the table. It is faux. I always like to have something, or try to have some type of fresh cut flower or greenery within a tablescape, but for this one, the only thing that I could really do was go to my local grocery store and pick up this green flower. I'm not sure what it's called, but I do know when you cut into it, the aroma is just fantastic. So I was able to kind of slip that in there. You can't really notice it. It's not really out there, but it does blend in with the rest of the table. And then my table runner, you may have seen this before too, black and white. I love the design. It goes very well, pairs very well with my silver charger. And then under that, I have a navy blue runner. Isn't that beautiful? And I also used a navy blue tablecloth that I've had, and then a navy blue placemat for the men. Coming over here to my corner, I still decorated this area just because I love to do that. Even though I don't have fresh florals over here, I still went ahead and kind of decorated this table with this runner from the dollar store. I just folded it in half, and then I used a runner that I have on my table so that I could blend all that together. I also purchased a planter, spray painted that black, and using that for an ice bucket to hold the champagne/wine for the groomsmen. And now I'm going over to my mirror. You know, I like to decorate my mirror as much as I can. Did something a little bit different this time. I did some draping. This is one of the same table runners. You can also use these to tie around your chairs as well, but what I did was I tied a couple of them together and I draped them around the mirror. So coming up, I got my greenery there. Hi, I got my greenery, same that I have on the table, with the exception I didn't add any of that fresh flowers in here. At the top where I tied it together, I added some deeper greenery up there just to kind of give it a little bit of definition. Coming back down, we're just gonna go past the other ice bucket that I made, and then of course I want to take you up over here for this space that I like to decorate as well. What I did over here is I actually moved a picture from one side of the room to the other. This is my husband's favorite piece of artwork. He's had it for years. I love it, not just for the scenery. I love the greenery that's in there. Because I'm not using a lot of flowers, I thought that the trees, all the grass, all the greenery, that really helped to bring the green into this tablescape. And we're gonna come right back around to where we started. And I think that this is a table that is truly set and ready for a king. And now I'd like to share something with you on how you can help make this a memorable dinner for the groom and the groomsmen. You may have noticed going through the video that I had one of these at each table setting, with the exception of the groom. And it contains either a funny story or a Bible verse, something that each groomsman can convey to the groom during the dinner. I think that it is a good way for engagement and to keep the conversation going through the dinner, as well as for everyone to get to know just a little bit more about each other and know why the groom chose them to stand up with him on his special day. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this tablescape for the groom as we're heading into wedding season. I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel, to share, to hit the notification button, as well as like. And as always, thank you so much and be blessed. Bye-bye.